Christopher, well done. Tiger, a little feel with Mickelson. They're getting along a little bit, which is good to see. All right, a lot to do on this busy afternoon as we chat to you about what's cooking as far as the world of sports is concerned on this busy day. Dan in Jacksonville, Florida is first up. Danny, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? What's going on?
Hey, dog. Long-time listener. Great
good to have you aboard, Danny. Thank you. Let me hear now. Fire away. What do you have for me?
So, a long-time Yankees fan, and the Red Sox are going to be home. Just as you were saying, this is just, I love all sports, and this is just another propaganda going over to London.
That's it.
It's just, I am so sick of. I understand trying to expand the the market and merchandise, but this is just, it's uncalled for.
Well, no, furthermore, the other thing that bothers me is that baseball's copycatting the other leagues. I can understand if baseball, this is the first foray, so they're first to give this a try. The NBA's gone there forever, and the football's gone there. So it's almost like baseball is piggybacking and trying to capitalize on the NFL success, if you want to call it that, and the NBA success, if you want to call it that. You don't see the NFL play football games in Japan. You don't see the NFL play football games or the NBA play games in Puerto Rico, where baseball's got a foothold. To me, it's baseball trying to jump on a good thing and copy the NFL and the NBA. Why would you want to be don't you want to be a trendsetter? Why would you want to do that? I think it's absolutely asinine. I understand, listen, you can't, if you're going to send teams over there, you might as well send the cream of the crop, but I don't like it at all. I am not for it. I don't like games in Europe or Japan or Puerto Rico or Australia. I understand why sometimes you have to do it, but I don't like it. I do not understand this. This makes no sense to me. Go ahead. Next. Has Dan left? I guess he has. All right. But he had his point well taken there. Mike in San Diego, and he's with us here on Mad Dog Unleashed. Mike, good afternoon. How are you today? What do you have for me? You there, Michael? Okay. Eddie is in mid-season form, I can see. Hayden in Virginia. He's with us here on Mad Dog Unleashed. Hayden, good afternoon. How are you today? What's going on?
Dog, before I break down, for the endless 5 hours of Yankees Red Sox, I was curious. In the last week or so, have you had a conversation with your former partner, Mike?
I have not. I have not.
So you haven't had a conversation with him about him using the Mad Dog name?
Who says, boy, you're getting into areas that not many people, a lot of people are trying to delve into. I'm not sure you want me to say about it. I have not had a conversation. Mike's got other things to worry about, not necessarily worrying about what I may or may not think about the Mike and the Mad Dog naming rights. But I have not had a conversation. The answer is no.
So were you blindsided by that news? I'm just curious. Were you blindsided by that? You guys been buddies, doing the
blindsided's way too strong. Way too strong. I mean, mildly surprised, I guess. But I treat it as an oversight more than anything else. We'll make sure my crew, so to speak, I hate to say it that way, the Russo team has that. I'm sure we'll investigate and see what's going on and make sure the Mad Dog name is protected per se. But I don't want to make a bigger deal about it than necessary. I don't think Mike does either. If something was done here, go ahead.
You guys have a relationship where when he took a day off and you changed the song name,
right?
It was World War III got broken off. You're telling me that you just let this brush off your shoulder like no big deal? Come on.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, did I? I said I was mildly surprised, and I said that obviously the Russo team, quote unquote, is looking into it. But your original question was not that. Your original question was, have I reached out or talked to Mike in the last week? And the answer is I have not. But I don't know if it's because of this. I just, normally I can go weeks without talking to Mike. But if you're asking me, did I have somebody look into this? I do, I'm not that stupid. Obviously we would check it to make sure everything is on the up and up. And, I'm sure we'll get a healthy report. What else you want me to tell you? You're trying to create this. You're trying to create this tremendous stir with the Mike and Chris relationship, and I don't think it's going to turn into that myself. But go ahead.
No. I think you guys have a good relationship right now, and I think the fact that you're letting your lawyers handle it says everything about where you're at right now. I think maybe 20 years ago, you would have picked up that phone and had a direct conversation with Mike, and it would have probably ended up, with you guys never talking ever again. I think you're handling it like a pro, and, no big deal. And so I think you have grown in a little bit sense. But, Doug, in this city, Doug, I'm disgusted right now. I know this city where I live, D.C., hasn't had a team make, until last night, make a conference final for 20 years, whatever it was. But, I mean, the champagne bottles that I saw being popped last night, this is a franchise that's trying to win a Stanley Cup.
They popped. Listen, it's a great win for them beating Pittsburgh. They popped champagne bottles in that locker room last night in Pittsburgh.
So they were popping champagne bottles all over town. You had post-beat writers essentially congratulating each other for the greatest writing skills of all time. I mean, Doug, I'm sorry. When your rivals won 3 Stanley Cups in 5 years, and you're just getting to the conference finals for the first time ever, enjoy the night, enjoy the moment. I thought Ovechkin deserves it. Great. But put the champagne away until you actually accomplish something. I'm sorry.
Good point.
It's all about championships, dog. It's not about getting a conference
I
final.
agree. I listen. It's a tricky spot. Good call, Hayden. And that was a great win. We were going to save this for later. Big win for the Capitals. They finally beat them in a big spot. We give them all the credit in the world, but that's a little too much of a celebratory scenario. They still got work to do. The idea is not to celebrate getting to a conference final, win the whole thing. They're talented enough. We'll see. Good point. You're right. We continue. Mad Dog Unleashed. We're back after this.